Okay, we're live with our good friend Jeff Jewitt. Hey Jeff. And today we're gonna catch up with Jeff because he's got an awesome guitar to share with us. Yeah, please take it away.
Well, let's see. Well, it's in the dead of winter in Ohio. We've had, a lot of snow. We've been down a couple days, but still, it's okay to build guitars. The only time really that it's not okay around here to build guitars, at least where I am, is about in August and September when the humidity gets up to like 80, almost 90%, and then that's just undoable. But I'll build and brace and all that stuff down to 30% relative humidity, and I think that's okay. Around here it is, at least. I don't think I'd build it that and then ship something off to Malaysia, but that's probably not going to happen. But it's been busy. It's been busy. Actually, guitar sales have been brisk this year so far. I think I've sold 5 this year so far. That's good. Yeah, for a new year, it's great. So it's a good way to start the year. And let's see. I don't know, about 4 or 5 years ago, I started picking up some Brazilian from various people, and just never really had the right build or the right client or whatever to build it with. And we got a couple. North American Guitar ordered a Brazilian OM last year, and so I thought as long as I was building one, I'd build one for myself, and I've got it here actually.
Awesome.
And this is really a very unique guitar. First of all, I'm going to show you the Brazilian. The back on this, of course, we kept the sapwood, and it's that very classic dark chocolatey Brazilian. And for the sides, the piece of wood that I cut it out from must have been a way different part of the tree. I think it was a smaller part of the tree. Maybe it could have been a limb. But it's a much lighter color, and it's got that really cocoa-ish white center strip that I think is really kind of nice. Now, originally, I was going to stain the sides to match the dark back, but then I thought, I'm just going to leave it. And we found this piece of really wide-grained, torrefied Adirondack spruce. And I don't know if you could see that wide grain, but boy, this stuff really, really wide. And I've built a fair number of guitars with both tight-grained Addy and this wide-grained Addy. And personally, I prefer this stuff.
Right.
This stuff just has a mid-range and a bass that the very tight grain doesn't have. And plus this stuff, well, it is torrefied, but this stuff, the wide grain, I think doesn't take as long to open up. So we paired that Brazilian that I told you about with this Adirondack spruce. And check out this rosette. This is spalted maple.
Nice.
This stuff is really nasty to work with. It's like a sponge when you cut it. It's really crazy stuff. And it also is loaded up apparently with all sorts of fungus and bacteria and God knows what. So you have to be really careful with respiratory protection when you work with this stuff. It's kind of really crazy stuff. But anyway, so we carried the Brazilian on up to the head plate there. The back plate here is also Brazilian. And I think what we did on the back here, that is Brazilian as well. It's a little piece of Brazilian. It's a wedge that shows all the 3 or 4 different colors of Brazilian, from the sapwood to the other colors. Whoops. Oh, good thing I'm a finisher.
Oh, gotta be careful.
That dent tomorrow, I guess. Anyways, but this is has that real classic Brazilian top end. Nice fat trebles. And with Brazilian, more, I think, than, well, maybe the soundboard too, but there's a, you know, you'll get this with almost every guitar, but there's a distinct difference between when you play over the sound hole and you just move it back maybe an inch or two. Listen to that. Almost sounds like three different guitars. It's kind of unusual. But anyway, so yeah, this is actually up on our website now. I may hang on to this for a while. I really like this guitar.
Awesome. But just be careful of the table edge there.
Yeah, well, I'll have to attend to that. It's a good durable finish, so I don't even think it phased it. I can't see anything on it.
Yeah, this one's
just some smudges. But
is this
no, probably didn't even phase it.
Yeah, because this one is catalyzed urethane, right?
Catalyzed urethane. Yeah, it's the finish
nice
I used on almost all guitars, and that's one of the reasons I use it, is that you know, a minor mishap like that doesn't even phase it. Yeah. And I keep it, I've got it down to where I can keep it really, really, really thin, so it doesn't look like, you know, the polyester urethane finishes that everybody, you know, is used to seeing comes out of various parts of the world. But no, so yeah, we keep it fairly thin, and but yeah, it's it's a real pretty guitar. It's got some bling to it, but you know, without getting too carried away. Evo gold frets. And let's see, Goto 510 tuners. Oh, well, I'll tell you one thing I did on this, probably because you'll get a kick out of it. Normally, I put the truss rod access up here. I've been doing it for the past 5 years.
Got it.
Well, I installed the truss rod backwards when I glued the fretboard on. And I didn't notice it until I went to, hey, where's the bolt? And I'd already cut an access channel for it. So I had to pull off the head plate. I had to put a new head plate on. And then before I drilled, because I had not pre-drilled through the upper transverse brace for the access hole, I had to really cross my fingers, and using as best measuring as I could, I had to drill down through the body and try to connect in the middle of that truss rod or that upper transverse brace by eye. Well, I managed to do it, and yeah, it worked out fine. And actually, it worked out to the point where I really sort of like it, because I know why Martin and others don't do it is because they don't want to sacrifice the landscape or the area, you know, up there. So now when I do a peg head that has really figured wood on it, and I don't put my logo on it, in other words, I'm showing off the wood, I'm going to do
it like this.
Through the sound hole. I'm going to do it this way. So, you know, it's, you know, the old adage, you know, you take a mistake and you turn it into a design detail or whatever it is. So, you know, that's the fun part of this, I guess. Yeah.
Well, actually,
but I'm happy with the way it sounds. It's fantastic. It's got that classic brass sound to it. It's just, So anyways, people seem to want Brazilian, but as luthiers, we have to pay a fortune for the wood. I mean, it's really, I mean, anything with papers and that has, you know, the right certification and all that kind of stuff, you're going to pay an arm and a leg for. There's a lot of woods out there that I think that come close to it. Cocobolo is really, really popular now as a replacement for Brazilian, as is Madagascar rosewood. I just finished a build in Honduran rosewood, which was my first experience with it. I can't wait to string it up. The tap tone on that thing without strings on it is just incredible. So that should be interesting. But yeah, there's a lot of you know, and there's a guy in San Diego area, Marvel Woods, which is a guy by the name of Jorge Ramos. You may know him. I think he knows you. Anyways, he's got some gorgeous CLARO walnut. And so I'm bringing a bunch of sets of CLARO walnut. That's just drop dead stuff. And so I'm excited about that.
I'm perhaps a little bit known for my dislike of CLARO walnut. I think part of the problem with CLARO walnut is that it's a little. I actually think that most of what is called CLARO walnut is probably not CLARO walnut.
Could be, yeah.
I have a suspicion that what is happening is that what you're getting black walnut, and the CLARO is actually the rootstock.
Oh, that could be, yeah. Well, that could be, yeah, yeah.
So and so the problem is the highly figured stuff, which is what everybody wants, may come from reaction wood, from the graft area, or even the graft itself, which is fine for electrics. For acoustics, I think one just has to be cognizant of that fact. And the reason why is because when you look at the different walnut species, like the stuff in general that is sold as CLARO, it has all the tap tone of a cardboard box that's been sitting in a label for about 2 years.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas like Eastern black walnut taps nicer, like it's much more promising. Even butternut taps in a much more promising way.
I built a guitar 5 or 6 years ago, an OM in just some black walnut that I had in the shop for years. I don't even think it was quarter sawn. It you know, was just I did a 3-piece back on it. I was very pleasantly surprised with the sound on it. It was and it just was a pleasure to work with. Bent like a dream, just really easy to work. Sanded, finished well. Did not have huge pores. So I sort of liked it. But yeah, I agree with you. It's really sold as a show wood. I mean, it's really. I mean, it's, you know, it's a really blingy looking wood.
Yeah.
But I've heard some very good guitars built with it, so we'll see.
For sure. I mean, I guess my suspicion is probably, I suspect that my apprehension is based on my experience handling the sets, and it could just be, you know, that, you know, those particular trees from that locality, and because I've played some guitars that were sort of made from CLARO walnut, and it was and they sounded great, you know, so yeah, so I think my traditional dislike of walnut is probably misplaced. But it's really not.
But there's yeah, quite frankly, there's other issues with us boutique people. You know, I mean, there's a lot of things that are very difficult to get now. Cases being one of them. I can't get cases. I finally, the only people that seem to be able to ship them, Vice's Nut is going to ship. I ordered, I think, 4 from him. And, you know, but my normal supplier just, you know, I don't know. They won't, that's TKL. So, you know, and they make all of Martin and Gibson cases. So they're just, you know, probably feeding them first, because I don't know the numbers for Gibson and Martin, but Taylor sold almost 250,000 guitars last year.
Yeah. I mean, it's supply chain, isn't it?
Well, it's supply chain and also the combination of the pandemic and people being stuck at home and inside and, you know, taking guitar lessons or finally thinking they're going to figure out how to play guitar. But yeah, it's supply chain and it's just the demand. And, but quite frankly, around the first of the year, we had that big round of Omicron or whatever the new variant was, and it closed a lot of people down. Closed a lot of people down around the first of the year. It hit. There was just a real big spike. Things just seem to have been kind of leveling out lately, but you know, we'll see how all that goes. But
cool. Cool.
So,
I mean,
anyways, but yeah, business for the boutique people is very good because the custom shops, Martin, Santa Cruz, Collins, they won't even take an order that's less than a year or two out. So if, you know, people want a custom guitar, they're kind of, you know, turning to people like me and Michael Bashkin and, you know, the whole host of others out there. And, but we're all busy. So it's just, it's good. It's bad. I don't know what you want to call it, but we're all busy. So that's good.
Well, busy is good. I think busy is, you know, busy is good. And you know, well, thank you very much for sharing the Brazilian OM with us and having a chat. And we'll
always good to chat. I like the little videos that you post up there.
Thank you very much. And we'll catch up soon.